Hello and welcome to episode 7 of Final Fantasy XIII. In the last episode, we made our way through the rest of Lake Brescia and into these ruins, and this episode will finally escape.
Stay close.
I want to look around.
Real.
Over here! I just want to point out that this enemy is an annoying little shit. He's intercepting, alright. He's intercepting my ability to continue.
Just stay out of my way. It's charging up.
Charging? What are you talking about? Charging for what?
Its last moments.
Okay, that was corny as shit. I'm just gonna throw that out there. Part 2 of this battle. Again, 2 cycles in this paradigm to hold its chain gauge in place. Okay, maybe 3, just to make triply sure. And now, really building. Every time a Ravager attacks without... Oh shit. Every time a Ravager attacks without a commando hold, the entire team is put at risk. Because the chain gauge then depletes just a little faster every single time. Potion, I hate to do it, but we need it. Meaning this might very well be more than one cycle. Also, I've noticed that the stagger gauge will fall a little faster when it's staggered if you use nothing but Ravagers. Another thing to think about when you're strategizing for these battles. And we're good to go. Battle over. My first playthrough of this game, that's one I lost constantly. Saz is now able to be a synergist, meaning he can buff our party, and Saboteur is now available to Vanille, and that was the 6th paradigm role that I told you guys about in the last episode. The Saboteur inflicts status ailments on the opposite party while boosting the chain gauge. It boosts the chain gauge at a rate somewhere between the Commando and the Ravager, depending on what you're using and the strength of your Saboteur. the Saboteur is a very valuable role to have later in the game, but it's not absolutely crucial so early. So, continuing.
Check it out!
Come on, hop to it. Let's go.
This'll make things easier.
Uh-huh. Yeah, knowing our luck, it's probably missing an engine.
You shouldn't be so negative.
And you shouldn't get your hopes up.
Switching to base. The C spot. I repeat, the C spot. Pulselessly confirmed.
You gonna lend me a hand or what?
Commencing cleanup protocol.
Clean up. Let me help.
Now, you will lose this battle no matter what, just let yourself die. These Rangers are unusually strong. And that's for a reason.
What's he doing? Watch yourself! Stay alert!
What's happening?
Alright, everybody, meet Styria and Nyx. Who together combine to make the summon Shiva. These guys really like it when you build their chain gauge, so that's what I'm gonna do. By the way, that counter above your head is a doom counter. During boss battles, it appears after 20 minutes.
Come on, then!
And it gives you a timer on how long you have to complete the battle. However, being in the Sentinel role is the easiest way to overcome this chain gauge. Or to overcome this Gestalt gauge. As soon as an Eidolon hits Gestalt, as soon as its Gestalt meter is full, like here, hit X to claim the summon. And that's Shiva. Also, gaining a summon will also gain you an ATB segment.
The twin sisters. I gotta hand it to you for taking them down. But don't gloat just yet. Might come a time you wish you'd let them end it. And made things easy.
More of you, huh?
He's a Lassie. Take him.
Back off.
You want to keep breathing? Shut up and come quiet.
Bring her this way! Careful now! Come on!
Sarah! Sarah!
Shut it!
Stand down.
You two? Why are you helping them?
If I were you, I'd worry about myself.
There's a reason her brand is like that, but we will get into that later.
Give me that! What? got one of them.
They're still behind us!
Stop that! Hey! I said stop! You wanna die?
How are you gonna lose them?
You got me, kid.
Then let me!
No, thank you. They're still on us? We're taking hits. Come on, give me a break. Hang on. For the love of all that's good! Huh? Ah.
Next, an update on the status of the Purge. Just moments ago, the Sanctum announced the successful conclusion of the Purge, along with the safe arrival of the Cocoon migrants to their new homes on Pulse.
Yes, that is correct. There's no denying the enormity of the strain the Purge placed on us all. But given the tens of millions of lives at stake, there truly was no alternative.
Primarch Daisley stood by the move, stressing the necessity of the relocation. When asked about the possibility of future purges, the Primarch remained non-committal, stating only that he would seek counsel with the Fal'Cie Eden and weigh all options before making a decision.
Yeah, that's right. If it makes the Sanctum look bad, it never even happened.
In all the centuries since the War of Transgression, Cocoon has been spared Pulse aggression and prospered for it. It is essential that we maintain this peace. That is the Sanctum's focus. We will continue employing every resource available to combat these threats to the harmony of our society.
Meaning, we'll be running for the rest of our lives.
Hey,
Mm-hmm.
who is this guy?
I mean, what do they teach kids these days? He's Gallant Daisley, the Sanctum Primarch. Murderer-in-Chief.
According to our Insta
Just
poll,
another
nearly
tool
90%
of the
of Cocoon
Fal'Cie.
citizens agree with the Sanctum's handling of the Purge. 70% of respondents said they would also support additional purges were the need to arise.
Let's purge everybody. That'll fix it. Oh, hey. Points for perseverance. A Sanctum Fal'Cie up close and personal. Cocoon's own light in the sky. Here we go again.
Fly in. We'll lose him in there.
I like this Fal'Cie.
There's more of them!
The Vile Peaks, Cocoon Deadlands.
Hey.
safe, right?
Glad that's over.
Man, I'm beat. What? No break?
They're tracking us.
I know that, but we aren't soldiers. We don't have your kind of stamina.
You got enough to complain.
Oh, that's... Forget it!
I think...
I'd stick with her if I were you.
Later then.
Come on, let's get going.
Get going to where, exactly? The whole of Cocoon's against us. No matter how far we run, there's no escape. That Seath clock, it's still a ticking.
There's still time. You give up too easy, old man.
I'm not giving up. There's some things that you just can't change. A kid like you would not understand.
Yeah, I'm a kid. I don't understand.
Well, I guess we can be fugitives together. Oh. You ready?
Ready!
Whoa. Hey.
Alright, data log available. You know what to do. Lightning and the others are now cursed Lassie. If they don't complete the focus given to them by the fal'Cie, they are destined to become mindless teeth. But how can they complete a focus that they don't understand? Their shared vision of the great beast Ragnarok laying waste to their world is the only clue. That, and the fact that Pulse Lassie are held to be the mortal enemies of Cocoon. Could their focus really be to orchestrate the destruction of their own home? Snow doesn't think so. He believes their task is to fulfill Sarah's parting wish by keeping Cocoon safe. After all, wasn't she a Lassie, just like them? His shaky logic only serves to infuriate Lightning, who holds him responsible for her sister's fate. Their confrontation is cut short by the arrival of their Sanctum pursuers. Having made their escape, Lightning and the others pass through the ruins of a city damaged several centuries ago in the war with Pulse. Amidst the rubble, they happen upon an airship which they board in hope of finally shaking the relentless army. Snow, meanwhile, remains behind with the crystallized Sarah. There's no doubt in Snow's mind. They may be Pulse Lassie, but there's no way they can be enemies of Cocoon. Sarah's last words before she turned to Crystal are proof enough for him that their focus is to defeat Ragnarok and protect their world. Snow stays behind to defend his trapped fiancée after Lightning and the others decide to continue onward. Brought to his knees by wave after wave of Psycom soldiers during a protracted battle, the desperate young man is suddenly overcome by a strange phenomenon. The twin sisters of Shiva, Styria and Nyx, appear before him in a blinding flash of light. They easily dispatch the remaining troops and then turn on Snow. He manages to defeat the icy Eidolons, but is soon captured by an unfamiliar Sanctum unit. A striking woman accompanies the soldiers, a woman with a Lassie brand. Meanwhile, try as they might, Lightning's group cannot shake their determined pursuers. Crippled by enemy fire, their airship plummets towards the ground. A mysterious woman captures Snow on Lake Brescia after his exhausting battle with Psycom and the twin sisters. She bears the mark of a Lassie, but her brand appears scorched and twisted. As a servant of Pulse, she should be fleeing the Sanctum army, but she seems to be working with one of the military's units. These mystical entities reveal themselves before only a select few Lassie. It is said that they are saviors, come to rescue hopeless Lassie who find themselves bound to a focus against their will. If this is true, they offer a brand of salvation few indeed would seek willingly. Without exception, Eidolons attack the Lassie whose presences they grace. There have been no Lassie in Cocoon for centuries, and as a result no way of determining the truth behind the tales of these beings. To the citizens of Cocoon they remain the stuff of bedtime stories. The vile peaks are built of debris. the cast-offs of material originally lifted up from poles by the fal'Cie and used in the construction of Cocoon and later editions of Landmass. These towering piles of refuse now serve as the lairs for all manner of beasts, including lower-world mechanical horrors that, intentionally or not, hitched a ride with what became the building blocks of Cocoon. The Sanctum military endeavors to clear out the dangerous inhabitants of the peaks, but some say they leave the job half done to discourage civilians from entering the lowlands. Phoenix. Cocoon's own light in the sky, Phoenix is a Sanctum fal'Cie tasked with providing warmth and illumination. It floats at the center of Cocoon's inner atmosphere like a miniature sun, bathing the surrounding world in its radiant glow. It is the fal'Cie who are responsible for Cocoon's climate, regularly adjusting weather as deemed necessary. Just as Phoenix regulates daylight, other subordinate fal'Cie maintain patterns of wind and precipitation.
End of the road.
But at least it's not the end of the line.
Coming.
They didn't disappoint this year.
Day 11, the seaside city of Bodom.
You look dreamy, Farron. Wishing on fireworks, were you? And you call yourself a soldier? Ah.
Sorry, Lieutenant. But I really don't think guard duty is my calling, sir.
Well, lucky for you, your shift just ended. Pack it up and go home.
But, sir...
PSICOM found something in the vestige nearby. They don't want the Guardian Corps here stepping on their toes. I'm sure you heard about the accident at the Uriday Gorge energy plant, and how it has the PSICOM lads in a tizzy.
Yeah. More incident than accident. Something pulse-related.
You're taking tomorrow off?
Sir, for my birthday, sir. My sister, she insisted on it.
21, huh? Maybe it's a good time to send off that letter of recommendation for officer training.
Lieutenant.
You're past due for a promotion, Farron. Think of your sister and your future, and keep your nose out of trouble.
Out of PSICOM business, you mean?
Yeah. Nothing good'll come of it. Nothing but grief. Whoa, look at that one! Whoa, whoa, ho!
How right you were, Lieutenant. Just you?
For now, I guess. Should we wait?
They'll catch up, eventually.
Hope has access to the Synergist role. Synergists play a supporting role in combat, using their abilities to enhance and strengthen themselves and their allies. As a Synergist, Hope can learn abilities to improve the party's defensive capabilities. Currently, Hope can use the Protect spell, which raises the target's resistance to physical damage. As he develops in the role of Synergist, Hope will also be able to learn the Shell, which boosts magic resistance. With both of these spells at his disposal, Hope will be able to help a party endure a wide variety of attacks. When he has gained adequate CP, open the main menu with Y and select Crystarium to teach him Shell via Christogenesis. I'm just going to go take care of this quick. And we have a new enemy in the Thexteran. Pick up the bright and shiny back here and hit that save point. Libroscope. Alright. Check the data log. Their airship damaged during the escape from the army, the Lassie are forced to make a crash landing in the Vile Peaks. Accustomed to the rigors of conflict, Lightning immediately sets off to outdistance any pursuit, trailed by Hope. Exhausted and on the brink of despair, Saz cannot bring himself to follow. He knows the army will never stop chasing them, and even if they do somehow evade capture, they face transformation into Seath. How can they complete a focus they don't understand? Despite the futility of the situation, Saz cannot leave Vanille to fend for herself, and he forces his reluctant legs to carry him onward. Far ahead of the others, Lightning recalls a conversation with her old superior, Lieutenant Amadar, in which he had warned her not to get involved with anything connected to the lower world. She, of course, subsequently chose not to heed his warning, and after confronting the Pulse Fal'Cie, found herself branded a Lassie. Now anger smolders within her. Anger at her transformation into a Lassie. Anger at being forced to flee like a fugitive. And anger at herself for allowing it all to happen. Amadar is a lieutenant in the Bodham Security Regiment, and was Lightning's direct superior. Climbing his way through the ranks with persistence and hard work, he is respected by his subordinates for his fair treatment on and off the field of battle. Nora's unregulated monster hunting falls under his jurisdiction, but aside from a few warnings for the sake of formality, he generally turns a blind eye to the group's earnest efforts. Day 5. Uriday. There was an accident at the Uriday Gorge energy plant located near the seaside community of Bodham. Details of the accident were not released to the public, but lack of information sparked widespread conjecture among the populace. Rumors began to circulate about an act of sabotage by Pulse Lassie, sending a whisper of panic through a society that has lived in terror of the lower world invasion for centuries. Day 11. Warning. Assigned to security detail during the fireworks display in Bodham, Lightning was suddenly released from her duty by her superior, Lieutenant Amadar. SciComm had found something in the nearby vestige. Lightning immediately thought of the accident that took place at the energy plant 6 days earlier. Voicing her concern that the incidents may be pulse-related, Lightning's questions were deflected by the lieutenant, who advised her to avoid anything that involves the lower world. Enemy intel? Alright, and that's it for this episode. I'll see you guys in episode 8, where we continue into the Vile Peaks. See you then!